Hello lovelies, and welcome back to our channel. So today is August 31st, and you know what that means. Today was payday. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm normally not excited on payday simply because I'm just not excited on payday. But when you've gone all summer long without really having a paycheck, and now you really get a full paycheck and you can pay your bills without having to worry, it was a really good day. So I wanted to share with you my budget for the month of September. And if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I get paid the last day of the month, and I budget for the month coming. So what the numbers I'm going over now are going to be for September 1st through September 30th. And of course, I use the Dave Ramsey zero-based budget plan, and I'm excited. I got a couple things that are really exciting this month for us, so I just want to go down everything really quickly and just let you know what's been happening. So for the month of August, again, remember, if you haven't seen my August video, I'll leave a link down below if I can remember to do that. I'm going to try to remember. But we were a little bit tight in the month of August, and there were a couple unexpected. We were tight because I was $300 short of my normal summer cash deposit because I don't get a paycheck during the summer. And then I had to figure out how to make that up. But then I forgot that we were going into homeschool. So, and I'll do a separate video on how I work in homeschool at the same time, because it is doable for any of you wanting to do that. But I forgot that I needed to get curriculum for my son and my daughter this year. My daughter traditionally has been on curriculum on the computer, but then I have two of them now on computer curriculum, and I needed to get an extra computer because we had one computer and it worked out fine when my son was just doing regular workbooks. But because he's going to computer this year, I needed to get an extra computer. So what I ended up doing was really just praying and asking the Lord to provide, trusting that he was going to provide. And so I got that extra deposit in my checking account, and I still cannot make heads or tails about that extra $500. It still doesn't make any sense. There is no rhyme or reason as to why that should have been there. And then my son and my daughter both chimed in and said, hey, we're going to give you $150 a piece. So that was $300. So we were able to get my daughter a brand new computer for her school. And I'll see if she can bring her computer, and we'll let you see what the computer looks like, because she's already started school. We hadn't started with my son just yet because we actually ran into another problem, and I thought I was going to actually have to buy a second computer. But the CD drive on his computer went out on the old one that we had. So I was fortunate enough today that one of my coworkers had a external CD drive, and I was able to get his curriculum loaded. So I was super excited about that. So anyway, let me go down the budget, and I'll go down the budget and just share with you what I was able to do for this month. So I got a full paycheck. Couple things I got this month. I was excited. So I got my full paycheck for the month of August, and again, they pay us two weeks in advance because I actually went back to work 2 weeks ago. But they pay us 2 weeks in advance, and then we work an extra 2 weeks in June, but we don't get a June paycheck. So that we can have a full check in August, because it's been so long since we've been paid, since like May, the end of May. But I got my paycheck this morning, and then remember I told you guys I got the travel reimbursement for the gas. So that actually deposited in this morning. And then the kids' dad sent money for them. So that deposited in this morning. And I didn't even expect any money to deposit in. You know, I didn't have an expectation that there was going to be any money this week from their dad. So there was money there this morning. I was very surprised when my little my text message, because I get the text via when money gets into your checking account, ding, 3 dings. And I was like, 3 dings? Okay, what's going on? So my regular paycheck, then my reimbursement for my travel, and then the kid's dad sent money. So that was amazing. That helped us out because I thought I was going to have to take my reimbursement money to buy the extra computer. But what I was going to be able to do with that $233.38 is put it in my emergency fund, because moving here to the new house, we actually had more expenses than what we had planned for, and so I had to deplete some of my emergency fund, and I was back to like just a little bit over $100 in there. And Dave Ramsey likes you to have $500 if you're single and $1,000 if you're married, but I like to have $1,000 in my emergency fund. So I was able to put some money back in there. So anyway, I'm just going to go down my budget. So again, I use the budget sheet. This is my September 1st through the 2016 budget. And so all of the things that I budget for or pay or make allotment for are on this sheet. Anything that's in red is a cash envelope category. And so I just want to tell you what I did. So I was able to tithe this month because I actually had a paycheck, and now every dollar that comes in this house, however it gets in here, we tithe off of that. So I was able to tithe off my paycheck. I tithe off of my reimbursement for travel, and I also pay tithes on what the kid's dad sent. That's just a principle that we do. He knows I do that, so that's not a secret. Whenever we were married, tithing was a very large part of my life before he got saved, and then when he got saved, it just became a part of our life. I never forced him, but he always knew from my paycheck that is what we were going to do. So this time I was able to pay tithe, so I was excited about that. Then we partner with a specific ministry that's not a part of our church necessarily, but we partner with them, so I always give an offering to them. In my emergency fund, I was able to put after all my bills were paid, after everything I accounted for, I was able to put $205.09, and yes, I did put my 9 cents in my emergency fund, bringing my emergency fund up to $371.30. So I'm excited. It's not my 1,000, but I'm getting there. I have my mortgage. I actually remembered this month to get money out for the lawn guy, so I was excited for that. Couple things came up this month again, just those unexpected bills. Pretty much all my property taxes and everything is escrowed into my mortgage, but evidently they didn't calculate enough tax, so I had like a $98 tax bill. So I actually made allowance to be able to pay that, and I do have the $98 to pay that. I have my phone insurance, my utility bill, my cell phone bill, my cable bill. I've been having quite a bit of trouble with my internet. I don't have cable, but it all goes Time Warner cable internet. So with my internet, dropping the internet around 9:30 or 10 o'clock every night for like a couple weeks. And so then finally my modem just quit working, and I couldn't log into the internet at all. And I troubleshooted, went through the calls and talked to everybody that I needed to talk to. And finally they just said, well, Miss Wilson, because you've had so much trouble, we're just going to cut your bill in half for this month. And so my internet bill, instead of being like $70, was only like $44. So I was excited. So I'll take that savings wherever I can get it. My water bill was only $41. Last month it was $58. So I was excited about that. This month, can I just say, y'all, okay, let me get close because this right here is real important. Last month, we only had $25 a week for groceries, and we did what we had to do. We made it work. This month, can I tell you that we are back to our $50 a month in groceries, and I am excited. I don't think people really understand how tough it is to feed your family. And I coupon, and I do the best I can with my budget, and sometimes I go over and sometimes I'm under, but it gives me anxiety not to be able to feed my kids. I know I'm going to pay my bills. That's not an issue. But to be able to feed my children, to me, that's so important. And to be able to say that this month for groceries, our $200 grocery budget is back in the saddle, I am feeling great about that. So $200, I actually have $216.68 in my grocery budget. Stoked, just excited. We're going to the grocery store after I finish filming this video because we got to get us some stuff. Gas was $120 is normally what we budget for. Couple other unexpected expenses, or not unexpected, and I guess I need to really do a sinking fund for this, but it's time for oil change, so I budgeted in $40. It may not be exactly 40, so there may be a couple dollars left over from that, but I budgeted in $40 for that. The next unexpected thing was my license and registration. I never remember when that comes due. I probably should make a note, but it's due, and I think my property taxes on my car were like $58, so I budgeted in $60 for that. The next thing that I have are the 2 bills from the dentist that I'm still paying off. One was for my teeth to get cleaned, and then my son had to go and get some, he got a cleaning, but he had gotten some dental work done at the beginning of the year, so his deductible was out or met, so I have to pay $45 for mom for the dentist and $99 for my son, and I budgeted in for that, so we should be done with those 2 bills. Also the car taxes and the extra property taxes that they didn't calculate in. So all of those bills comes up to like $260, and we did have the money to pay for it this time. The next thing that we had, I put aside with the money that I got from the kids' dad for their child care, because they actually go back to child care next week. So I put $225 in their child care fund for next week, so we'll pick up child care for next week. And then the kids do their martial arts, so I was able to pay that. I have a student loan that's about $52, and my goal this year is to really try to pay off at least $2,000 to $3,000 extra in on that student loan. It's really the only debt that I have other than just little unexpected bills and things that come up. So all in all, that is our budget for the month of September. Now, I did go to the bank and I got out $266.68, and that is for my, let me see, okay, you can see this. I got for lawn care was $50, and then for my groceries was $216.68, and then I did my denoms of how much I was going to get from the bank, and it actually ended up being these denoms. I needed 10 $20 bills, 5 $10 bills, 2 $5 bills, 6 $1 bills, 2 quarters, 1 dime, 1 nickel, and 3 pennies to equal up to $266.68. So I'm going to stuff my envelopes, and you know how I normally do it. I just get a couple extra from the bank. They normally give me those, so I got 2 extra here. It wasn't quite enough, and I just pulled out some white envelopes that I had in the homeschool room. So for this month, I'm going to do 4 weeks of groceries, but I'm going to put 1 week of groceries in my wallet. So I'll go ahead and stuff my wallet with my grocery money. Those are my tabs that I have. So I have grocery week 2, I have grocery week 3, and I have groceries week 4. And then I have for the lawn, that's week 1, and then the lawn week 2. Now, I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you now because that'll be a little bit more about my groceries. We're hosting the Homeowners Association meeting here tomorrow night at our house, and so I am going to provide snacks. That's just what I do, and I'm going to see how much I can get with coupons. I'm just going to do chips and dip, and I am going to do some coffee this time. So I'm going to try to budget in into my weekly $50 budget for our weekly groceries and for the Homeowners Association. Also, I actually went to see a nutritionist last week, and so we're going to try to do more of the green leafies. So I'm going to try to have more groceries that are fresh produce. So we'll see how I do. I'll post a video with my grocery shop. Now, $13 of my grocery budget will actually have to go to another envelope that I actually needed for some reason, and I can't remember what it was I was doing, but I needed $13 for something, and I just took it out of a different envelope that I had. So I am going to put that $13 back, which is why I was able to get. So I'm going to pull out a 10 and 3 ones, a a 10 and 3 ones, and that is actually going to go back into my, I have a expense account when I travel for a different job that I do. We got to talk about the side hustles, y'all. So I'm going to do a whole video on a side hustle. I sold some eBay stuff today, actually. Woo, today. I sold 2 things on eBay. Wasn't a lot, but to me, it's more money than I had, and I'm excited. So I have like a travel account when I go off to places, and I borrowed $13 out of there, but I'm putting it back in there now. So that money is out of the way. Now, for the lawn guy, he gets $25. So that's $25 for him once. And I'm going to stuff my envelopes. For some reason, my envelope is not working, so I'm going to use the envelope shredder, and I'm going to stick in $25 for him. So that's lawn week 1, and then I'm going to stuff $25 in the second envelope, probably just because I haven't used these in quite a while, but anyway. Oh, you guys, I have to tell you this as I'm stuffing these envelopes, how the Lord is so good. I know people think, I hope y'all don't think that I don't know. God has always just taken care of me, and it is so my honor to give honor where it is due, and it's just due Him all the time. That's just how I live. But 2 weeks ago, I went to a memorial for my grandfather, and they had a raffle. That's how they give away scholarships. They give away 4 memorial scholarships in my grandfather and my aunt's name that passed away. And they do raffle tickets. So I purchased $10 worth of raffle tickets because I just had $10. I don't even know where I got the $10. My son, I'm sure, gave me $10. And then at the end of the night, my grandmother actually gave me 10 more tickets. She said, hey, I'm buying you some tickets. Put your name on these tickets. Well, one of the prizes was a big screen TV. One prize was $50 gas card, and then one prize was some adult beverages. And I had already asked them previously, if my name is pulled for that prize, can I just get a $50 gas card because I don't drink adult beverages? And they were like, yeah, okay, if you win. But you guys, so I was in the house, wasn't paying attention to anything that was going on outside. This lady comes in the house, and she says, come get your prize. And I said, what prize? Now, I'm totally clueless. I'm watching my eBay. I'm trying to make sure I see stuff on eBay. I don't have time for this. She says, come and get your prize. I'm like, well, what prize? She said, the TV. Y'all, I won a 43-inch flat screen TV. Yes. And if you don't believe me, let me just lean, y'all. Lean with it. And rock with it. Look in the back. You know, you see that TV back there. You see it. It's back there. I was like, oh my God, I won a TV. And I won. I was excited. Woohoo! Hadn't figured out where we're going to put it yet or what we're going to do with it, because we really don't watch TV. But the kids and I do like to do Netflix every now and then. So we're excited. But to me, it was just another one of those God takes care of us moments. I like to do ministry here in the house, and I like to connect my computer. So to be able to have something big and big where the people could visualize, the scriptures, or if we want to do worship. See, that's just God's grace and His goodness towards me, and I'm thankful. Okay, back to stuff in my envelopes. So, groceries, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, 3 and 4. Now, $50, so 2 20s, 110. That's in week 2. 2 20s, 110 in week 3. Last envelope. 2 20s, 110 in week 4. So that's 3 weeks worth of envelopes of groceries, and they say groceries week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then I have the groceries for today, this is week 1, which is 2 20s and a 10, and that again is going to go into my wallet and where I have groceries. And then I also had $3 extra, which I'm just going to throw into this week, and I have some change, which actually the change is going to go in our change bucket because we're still saving for our vacation. So brother, if you'll bring mama the change bucket, we'll put some change in there. And we had a handful of change left from, I'm not sure where I had it from, but so I'm actually going to put this change into our change jar. There we go. Alrighty then. So that's it. That's our budget for the month. We're excited. I'm excited about the Lord's provision. I'm excited about having double the grocery money that I had the last couple of weeks. I'm excited about having a paycheck. I'm excited about having a job. I'm excited about my kids both get to start homeschool because we have 2 computers. I'm excited about the fact that my kids help me out. I'm excited about the TV because I get to do a little ministry that way. And anyway, thank you for joining us. If you liked our video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you're doing. If you're having struggles, leave me a comment. Maybe I can give you a thought or two on what might work good for you or what has worked well for us. I won't try to tell anybody how to do their budget, but I can tell you what has worked well for us, and the Lord has provided each and every time. So until next time, like our video, subscribe to our channel. If you don't mind, would you share it with your friends? I'm sure there's some single moms you know out there that could really use some budgeting help, and Dave Ramsey does it for me. So anyway, thank you for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.